Hey everyone, I'm coming to you live from the parking lot again. I am picking up my child from work, and it's been a while since I've done the parking lot live, so here I am. I brought my water and I brought me a towel in case I get too hot and I need to wipe my sweat. I have my windows almost fully down. There is somebody parked right across the street from me. Boombastic. Um, Sometimes I do parking lot lives as I wait for my child to get out of work. They're usually very fun because there's people watching involved. It is hot. How are you doing, by the way? It is hot, but I brought my water, brought my towel, and my window's almost all the way down. And of course, I'm in the dark, and we're gonna keep it that way. Oh, you had a long day. I feel like something just bit me. Was it productive? Sometimes we have long days, but did you get things done? There's usually a white cat that hangs out over here in the parking lot. So we'll see if we see the cat tonight. This is like his neighborhood. Is it Wednesday night, everybody? Okay. I don't know if I'm tired, but I worked very hard at work today. Like I never worked in years. Casanova, I'm in the parking lot. I know it feels like a long time, right? Boombastic says it was very busy, got things done, and I found a new place to get my eyebrows waxed. Nice. Yeah, I made sure to charge my phone. And since I rarely use my cell phone, I know I have enough data. Because, I'm highly monitoring my data. Okay, so the reason. Yeah, tell me guys about your day as well. You like when I'm in the kitchen. All right, I'll consider that. um, I'm getting a little more bold with my live streams. Usually I would have this window all the way up so nobody could hear me, but who cares who hears me? Okay, so y'all, Mr. Furley, he was supposed to have an apartment ready. Okay, he said, I will have it ready by Monday. But me, I'm like, let me add a few days to that because I need to make sure it's good. So I said, I'm telling the person to come Wednesday. It better be done by Wednesday. He's like, oh, that'll be, no problem. Monday came and I'm thinking, what did he do? Because there was so much things undone and discovered more things that needed to be purchased. So then Tuesday, I went to the hardware store twice. Boombastic met a very interesting lady. She was an ex-FBI agent and she shook down Wood Allen's dad. Oh, that is cool. And so Wednesday morning, I discovered he needed more supplies from the hardware store. So I went to the hardware store first thing in the morning. Went back, got back to the office. I was just trying to cool down because it was hot. Oh, I was sweating today and yesterday. And he's like, did you get my text message that I also need a toilet seat? I'm like, no, there's no message on my phone. And I had my cell phone set out just in case, you know, something like that would happen. And I'm thinking, he don't have no service. He only gets, his phone works on Wi-Fi or something. This happened a few months ago, okay? When it was discovered he did not have cell phone service. So I'm upset because, like, now I got to make another trip to the hardware store. So I didn't tell you guys this. Yesterday, I installed a doorknob to help him out. Today, I installed all the door stoppers. You know, the little things that they have the spring and they're like kind of annoying. I installed all of those. When I came back from the hardware today, that was first thing this morning. When I came back from the hardware today, I told them I'm going to put all of the outlet covers and light switch light covers, all the plate covers on to help you out. So I did that. Oh, there's my son. He's so cute. He's doing the delivery to the people who park outside, you know. What is that called? Curbside pickup. He's so handsome. But he's walking con no ganas. He's just like slow. Okay. No cell phone service. Yes, bombastic. When I got home at like 1:30, the message comes through. I'm like, oh yeah, he's probably at home and Wi-Fi came in. I wonder if my son sees me parked over here. Okay. So then I'm telling the maintenance, Mr. Furley, I'm like, I'm not going back to the hardware store until a little bit later when you know if you need anything else, because I am not doing this driving back and forth to the hardware store. Thankfully, y'all, it was just like a half-mile drive, but still, you know what I mean? And then I got tenants waiting to pay their rent, waiting outside on me. I'm like, you could just put it in the door slot, because I did put a note that I was out, you know, out and about. And one person was mad. Oh, somebody else is parking by me. So then I got all the outlet covers on, and then I'm over there installing the burners because he installed new stove. Am I boring you guys with what I'm saying? So then I helped him put, I don't remember what they're called, but it's the little, on an electric stove, it's the wiring that the burner plugs into. So I never done that before. So I was doing that, but I could not get the burners in there. So I was like, okay, I did as much as I could. And then I went off to clean the doors because the doors were filthy. He painted, but he didn't paint the doors. And oh my gosh, I was sweating, y'all. I was sweating. That's when I should have had this towel with me. Be wiping my sweat. I told Mr. Ferd, I was like, I have not worked this hard in years. And he's like, oh yeah, your house isn't dirty? I'm like, no, my house isn't spotless, but it's not this dirty. But that's not the point. What did he do? And so I'm like, listen, my mama said, even if you're poor, you can be clean. So I was like, I have high standards for cleanliness. Okay, what did Mr. Furley do? First of all, the apartment got new flooring. He was supposed to paint everything before the floor came. He didn't. He didn't. Like, that was the thing that, oh man, I was so ticked off. So ticked off. I'm like, dude, we scheduled, gave you 2 weeks time to get this painted before the flooring came. And then he decides while the flooring's getting installed to take down all the doors. I'm like, why did you do that? Red Fox needs to man up and work. All right, I'm back now. Okay. I was like, do you guys even care what I'm saying? So when I went to the store and I came back, he got all the doors back on. He did not drain out the water heater either. You know, you're supposed to clean the water heater, I think, like once a year. He didn't get that done. He did not install the water pan for the heater. We can be bored together. And he was supposed to put the strip around the water heater that you need 18-inch clearance. He didn't do any of that. I said at the very least, just get the tape down, the red tape. He was still trying to put together the toilet, apparently, that he took off for the flooring. He needed to put back on the bathroom sink because he painted the vanity. He didn't know that the kitchen sink was leaking. I discovered that Monday morning, so he had to replace the kitchen sink. That's all he did. And then at the very clean, I cleaned the bedroom doors, the closet doors, and storage closet doors. I was like, you gotta finish this up. I got to go to the office. I did a lot. Omar Zaman, hello. You know what, Bombastic? I thought he came off like very good and at what he does and quick, but I'm discovering he's not. He just needs high supervision, apparently. You know, you got to understand about stress, and I was stressing too hard, thinking about too many things at one time, and I popped the bed. Oh, that's how it happened, Casanova. Yeah, that's why I quit the full-time job, because the stress level was outrageous. I wasn't stressed today, y'all. I was just a little upset. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't make my heart beat like crazy. It didn't make my blood boil or nothing like that. Okay? I was like, Lord, give me the strength to clean. And I had to put serious elbow grease in. Because I was like, I would not want this. Because the tenant has a baby, like a 1-year-old. I was like, I would not be okay with walking into this apartment like this. I'm glad you learned your lesson, Casanova. Oh, I appreciate you spending time with me. Yes, that's what I'm thinking, Bombastic. Because I'm like, what the heck are you doing? He's gonna be in some trouble because I told him, I had to tell my supervisor, like, this is not ready, but we're gonna get it done. I said I have to go help. And I had to tell her that he didn't have no cell phone service. So something's gonna happen with him. Omar says 8Q. Casanova says, but it happens, you know, you don't realize your high blood pressure. Yeah, you've got to be aware of yourself. Definitely. Be mindful, be aware. Bombastic. Yeah, he gets a free apartment, everything paid for except for electricity. And he still gets a paycheck. And it's only part-time. He's only working part-time, y'all. Of course, he's there for emergencies, but I hope Mr. Furley doesn't find my channel. Because I told him I do have a YouTube channel. Casanova says, but I'm good now. I'm in good shape and everything. I'm not going to let something get to me. Good, Casanova. Oh my goodness. I really would love to find out what was stressing you out, Casanova. How can I help you to manage it? I need a meet and greet. You know what? You're the second person who said that. Hey, Jonathan. Bombastic's laughing. Casanova says, when you get popular and real big. Oh, I don't know if I'll ever get popular. I'm not what the world thinks is popular. You know what I mean? I don't have tattoos. I don't have crazy piercings. I don't show cleavage. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not, that's what I think when I look at the other channels. I don't cuss. It's okay though. I like my channel the way it is. It's not Casanova, you're right. Oh my goodness. He does get a lot of visitors during his work hours. So I don't know if I need to say something about that. It's like, dude, this is work time. Schedule your babysitter. Schedule someone to go pick up your child, because he leaves for work. Well, it's going to be summertime, so hopefully that's not a problem. But he leaves to go drop his kids off at school, to go pick them up, to go do this, do that. And then he leaves his kids at home while he's working. Bombastic. We're not going to make those exceptions. Casanova says, well, to me, that's the way I think of you. Oh, you have a good overall. Yes, a meet and greet. You know, at first because I have seen other YouTubers who do meet and greets, like years ago, they would do that. I don't know if they still do that now. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. Like, I could never see myself doing a meet and greet. But ever since I started doing live, that's when I got more connected with my viewers. Bombastic is making it. If I was to have a meet and greet, you would? Is that what you're saying, Bombastic? Yeah, that would be so cool. Someone did talk about it, and I was like, you know what? I should find a place, a location, ahead of time, and have plenty of time to figure out what to do. Oh, you're making it about Mr. Furley? Omar Z says, I want to leave my dogs at your house. Omar, do you not know that I'm not a dog person? Have you not figured that out? You know who does take care of dogs is Krista. And Krista, my sister, who comes on here. Yeah, so that was my day. And we have another apartment that's supposed to be filled on Friday. So tomorrow, I'm going to tell Mr. Furley, you got to have this done by 11:30 so I can go inspect. That other apartment hopefully doesn't take him a long time, because he did work on that. Most of his time went there. But he just spent way too much time on that other apartment. Will there be other females showing up to the meet and greet? I would hope so, Bombastic. The one that did ask about it the first time, she's female. Casanova says, but when you do something like that, that's on your time and you got to feel comfortable doing it, so whatever. Yes, hopefully I get some women subscribers that I get to know through the Saturday morning live stream that I'll be doing. That is so weird, huh? Wait a minute. I forgot where I was, y'all. I forgot that I'm in the parking lot. I got to be aware of my surroundings. That would be, yeah, that's something. Casanova says, but when you do something like that, that's on your time. You got to feel comfortable doing that. So whenever you're comfortable, I think we'll only be guys. I will not show up. Well, if you don't show up, it will only be guys. Bombastic. Omar Z says, you have been watching too much Three's Company. Mr. Furley, yeah, that's the name I gave my maintenance guy. Hey, Miracle. Casanova says, so what are you talking about? Apartments, if you don't mind me asking. That's where I work at, Casanova. I am the manager in an apartment complex. And Mr. Furley is my maintenance guy. That's not his real name. That's his fictional name. So his identity will not be revealed. Well, Miss Barb, she's female. I don't know if she would show up, maybe. The one that is female is Tomboy. And I thought she was a guy too for the longest time because of her name. She works a lot though, so she hardly shows up now. Find a Spanish maintenance guy. They are hard workers. I thought he was because he's like Mexican American. He wears his belt that says, I think it says Jalisco. And he eats his Mexican candy and comes around with his Jarritos drink. Casanova says, so you have a good connection, you know. I'm glad. Thank you. And he sings Spanish music sometimes. I'll hear him singing away. Casanova says, I know when I'm just relaxing, I just want to hear everybody else's input on life. This is a good frequency. Oh, I'm glad you just like to listen. Hey, Lively Cuts. I'm in the parking lot waiting to pick up my son. He gets off in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Thankfully, it is cool. Bombastic says. I brought my towel in case I start sweating, but you know what? I'm not. The wind is nice out here. I wonder if people can hear me because I have my windows open, y'all. Omar Z says, very lie. Anybody a handyman out there? The summer weather must be brutal. It is. It is, but I wouldn't be anywhere else. Boombastic says I'm done with Mr. Furley. Boo is here. I mean, I wouldn't mind going to cooler weather, but I don't want to go to humid weather I don't want to go there if it's humid. Casanova says, I'm pretty sure that's to hear you because you sound loud. Casanova, you think I'm loud? I mean, I'm right by the phone. I don't know if I'm loud. I don't think I am. You definitely don't want to go to humid weather. Stay away from Houston. Okay, so today I felt like I was in humid weather and my hair was getting all frizzy. I said, Mr. Furley, I was not dressed for this. I can't smoke before court tomorrow. Is that going to be hard for you, Boombastic? Yeah, I don't know. How did I get so many male viewers instead of... I mean, I appreciate everybody who watches, but I do wonder the same thing. Yeah, last time when it was the hottest summer and a hurricane came and we had to turn on generators. Oh, Bombastic says she spoke in the shower. Cassino says, I will never forget that without electricity. 2 weeks. Oh, wow. There's a YouTuber I watch. I don't know exactly where she is. Is there a place called Fresno in Texas? Vas a preguntar esa pregunta, Mario. Yes, I am. You know, someone might be watching this later. Have you guys ever heard of Paris? Not Paris, Texas. Fresno, Texas. I seriously don't know. I seriously don't know. Casanova says that is the most saddest feeling in the world. What feeling, Casanova? Oh, when you were without electricity for 2 weeks? Oh, I don't like, yeah. I like dark when I want it to be dark, but I don't like when I can't turn on a light. Yeah. That must have been quite the experience. Okay. Fresno, Texas. Is Fresno close to Houston? Because I remember Fresno went through a long period of no electricity. According to the YouTuber that I watched. And then I watched another lady who lives in Paris, Texas. She's the old lady I told you guys about. Okay, yeah, having no lights is the saddest feeling. I hear it. I hear you. Bombastic. You're like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Casanova says we are so accustomed to this way of living and everything will go out. We will flip out. I know, right? And that's why we gotta be strong in the word. Amen. Hallelujah. Yeah, I don't understand. I do make sure to have a flashlight that works and candles and lighters. Maintain gas. They lay you down on a table. See, I do my own. I've never had anyone work on my eyebrows. I'm too scared that they're gonna mess me up. You've been waiting there for a while. I purposely came here ahead of time to go live with you guys. It's all part of the plan. Everything I do, there's a reason. Oh. Ooh, I think they have a church over here somewhere inside this plaza. Yeah, I've been live for 31 minutes. I went live as soon as I parked. I'm sitting in my truck today. So I have 2 cars. I drive my car to work, and then I drive my truck for other things. No Boombastic. I did not. Wait a minute. Oh, was that this morning or was that yesterday? Oh, somebody has really cool lights on the back of their truck. Was it this morning? When I was like, I don't have time for this, but I was talking about somebody who, oh, it was yesterday. Okay. There's a Toyota Supra that just passed by. What is that truck? Revving it up. I really want a 2-door car, you guys. I used to have a 2-door car when I was younger, but I think I want a 2-door car again. Now that it's gonna probably just be me by myself. It looks like only one person is here. That's why I was like, okay, do you guys want to listen to my story? What do y'all want to talk about? Yes, I think 2-door cars, and this is what I'm thinking about. They would like a Toyota because I'm a Toyota, which, you know, I could find it used. I can't remember the name of it now. Or a 2-door Mercedes. That's always been something I wanted, and I was like, no, you don't need that. You don't need it. But sometimes I see them around and I'm like, that's so nice. Yeah, I usually do talk about whatever, but when I only see one person, I'm like, okay, is the topic boring? I would really like to. No, I'm not going to do that. I was thinking it would be so cool to hunt down my very first brand new car, which was the Sunfire, the Pontiac Sunfire. It was a 2-door. It was red. It would be so cool to find it. Oh, there was a police officer. He came running in. I'm like, oh my gosh, is my life at risk right now? And then another police officer came into his car. It did see them go run into an apartment. And then the ambulance came next, and then the fire truck came last. But I was concerned because I've never seen them come running in like Volkswagen. I wanted a Volkswagen once upon a time, but then I changed my mind. I really think I need to get an older car so that it would lower my insurance and be lower registration fees. In for the car. So that's kind of stresses me out though, thinking about it. So it's something just like in the back of my mind, because I have other things. I've got to put my time and energy into other things, but it is like it recently entered my mind. Bossy says dad had one, and when they did, you know what? You know the coolest buggy I remember seeing was on Boys in the Hood. Do you remember? Okay. The tow truck just took up 1, 2, 3 4 parking spots. Dude, why didn't you just park out here? All right. Did I tell you guys a story about Boys in the Hood? Yes. Remember he had I don't know if you watched it, he had a blue one. It was pretty nice. Hello, Drago. Welcome to my parking lot live. I'm sitting in my car in the parking lot. Okay, so when that movie went into the theater, I think I was like in 6th grade. My brother was in 5th grade. We had a really small movie theater back then. We no longer have a movie theater in town. And so my mom dropped us off to watch Boys in the Hood, me and my younger brother. And when we went to go pay for the ticket, you know, I'm the boss, so I have the money. I go to pay, and they're like, you need parent consent. I'm like, Mom dropped us off, and she rode away. You know, back then there was no cell phone. And so they're like, okay, we'll let you in. And so I'm covering my brother's eyes whenever the parts came on that he shouldn't watch. Yeah, that's what I think when I remember Boys in the Hood. Hey, Lady Sky. We had so much fun at that movie theater. Like, I have so many memories. I wasn't there for long, but lots of memories. I don't know you like that. I don't know what you look like. I don't know anything about you. I would not invite you. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Lady says, what are you doing in a parking lot? Waiting for my son to come out of work, which he probably will be out in 15 minutes. And I purposely came early so I could go live. There's a helicopter. Yeah, I charged my phone and got it ready. This is good old times hanging out in the parking lot. are you doing today, lady? I know yesterday you were. Oh, how did the doctor appointment go? And if Omar Z is still on here, how is your foot doing? If I wanted you to see me, Drago, I would have the light on. Can we talk for a minute? Oh, I'm waiting to sing a song like that to my future husband. You know what, you guys? I might tell Mr. Furley I will be the one making the trips to the hardware store, so I might run into my future husband. Oh, I see my son. I see him. One time I was here and I was so into my live stream that I didn't, and I'm like parked kind of far from his work entrance, but he spotted me and he walked towards me. Boomboxa says, and I'm going to sing to my partner, meet me at the altar in your white dress. Is there a song that says that, Boombox? I'm sure there is, but I don't know the name of it. I mean, it's not coming to me. Who sings it? I'm trying to see where these cars are parked for. Really, there's a laundromat here that's 24 hours. I'm not sure who's still open right now. It's an R&B song. You know what? There's a good song that 98 Degrees used to sing, but now I can't remember. It's like a wedding song or something. A proposal song. You know what? I think I'm going to start driving towards the entrance, but I'm gonna go off camera, but I'm here, okay? Yeah, because I don't want to disclose my location. Alrighty. Oh, I hope my phone doesn't fall. Okay. We got this. We got this. All right, now I am. Okay, I'm back. There's a little more light because now I'm right in front of my son's workplace. It's 9 o'clock. $9:00 something. Time to adult. Go, where are you from and what is your age? I don't even know. I don't know anything about Drago. Oh. Where is my son going? I did see him. JR the boss. Hello. Drago, where are you from and what is your age? JR, the same question. Where are you from? What is your age? Boombastic, I know you like to go to McDonald's. Have you tried the McCrispy strips? Okay, the wind is not really blowing over here. I'm parked in a different direction. Maldives 35. Where's Maldives? Okay, the white cat's not here, but I think it's the baby to the white cat. Oh, it's in France. Okay. Well, then you're my second French person. You won't try it? I did try them because my son ordered it. It's pretty good. Okay, guys. My baby's coming out. Alrighty, you guys. I gotta go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I send y'all peace and love. God bless. Remember, Jesus Christ loves you the most. Oh, there goes my neighbor. The person in that white car right there. See you guys. I came early to do a live